What's good with the YouTube? You already know this is Real Talk with Flacco, where we dive into sensitive matters, delicate issues, man. We keep it raw and real, and we keep it pushing. So, as you can tell on today's title, man, we're going to be discussing my views and perspectives of other YouTube channels, man. And I'm not trying to stir the pot when I address everything I'm about to address, man, but I think it's important, man, that in trying to live this life to the fullest and make the changes and trying to allow people to prosper and find that foundation of change and having a platform of responsibility, sometimes you just need to keep it raw and real. Okay. Now, I'm not going to touch on any of the Norteño or Sureños channels or any channels I'm associated with. I think it's more important that I um, focus on other channels that have a platform and whatever message they're doing, good or bad, I'm going to go into it. Keep it simple. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the ones that I'm really supportive of. There's a channel called Prison POV, an individual named Splinter. His stories, man, are so raw and real and will make you think twice about that lifestyle of prison. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing, and there's a hidden message in everything that he says. He's very entertaining. He tells these stories, man, that you can tell that there's nothing embellished in his story. He's keeping it real. He's telling you about what that life's about. And he's kind of letting you make a decision what you can take or grasp from it. So shouts out to Splinter from Prison POV. Most definitely one of my favorite channels that I watch on YouTube. Now the second channel I'm going to talk about is Death. 23 and 1. Been around, has a lot of subscribers, has a huge following. And my personal views of this channel is that he does a good job, man. He's very he connects with his guest, and he allows them to go where they feel comfortable and dive into issues without trying to pry too much. And he does have a positive message. He's very encouraging, very supportive. He doesn't judge people based upon their past, and that's key. Because a lot of people on these channels sometimes, man, they want to act like they're big and bad. They want to glorify that life, and they still feel like they kind of hold some type of a prison type of mentality still. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of left that to the side, and he's focused on his channel, and he brings good interviews, good content, and he asks good questions, and he doesn't try to glorify or glamorize the lifestyle. And see, that's key for me. Channels like that. Okay, so the next channel I'm gonna talk about, man, is let's get into what's a good one to talk about real quick. Man, there's a whole bunch of them, huh? Rhonda Strong. You know, uh, he's a very encouraging individual. He pushes a positive message. Uh, when I watch his content, he doesn't outstep out of his boundaries of something he doesn't know. If he's touching based upon a topic that he doesn't know, he does a disclaimer on it, gives his perspective, his views. And he's really trying to help people on all the different levels. And see, that's what you need from these YouTube platforms, man. If you have the support and people follow you and people are interacting with you, you got to set the tone. You know what I'm saying? For others to take heed to what you have to say, and not just act like, okay, I was this, I was that, man. That's all good, because sometimes you have to establish your credentials, man. But you have to, at the same time, focus on the goal that you have, which is to help others. If you're not on YouTube to help others and you're a prison genre channel, then what are you? You're just another channel trying to glorify war stories. So Ron the Strong Man, shouts out to him. Okay, the other one, man, wasn't a Sureño, wasn't a Norteño, but was an Arizona Mexican Mafia member. And he's a personal friend of mine. Cricket from Prison Chronicles, man. Cricket is a very, if you get around him, sometimes you may think he's soft-spoken. When you get around him, man, he's a very talkative dude, man. He got a positive agenda. He always has a direction. And if you listen to him, man, anything that's thrown at him, he has that, what he call reaction intelligence. You ask him a question, he can basically respond with a thoughtful process, man. And he'll make you think on some things that he addresses, man. He doesn't try to sugarcoat nothing. And he spits his personal opinion in that positive fashion, man, to where you have to respect what he has to say, man. I have some personal YouTube dealings with him. And everything that we've done has always been positive, man. And he really cares about helping kids. And see, that's real important, man. Like YouTube, man, believe it or not, some of us aren't seeking to be role models, but sometimes we are. You don't know how often I get people that reach out to me about personal issues, personal problems, man. And I do the best of my ability to give them the proper suggestions, you know, the guidance. And then I leave that choice up to them of what they want to do. Okay, now we're going to go into some other channels. Channels that I don't think that pushed. Well, the first one is kind of in between. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about Wes Watson. Okay. Do I think Wes Watson's a bad dude? No. Is he a good motivator? Very much so. Can he inspire people to change their life? Yes. But what do I think about some of his stories? Me being a ex-convict in the Department of Corrections in California, who's seen all kinds of different facilities and all kinds of yards, you know, there's not too much that's going to get past me. You know, so when I see someone who's embellishing their story or there's a little bit of mistruths, I'm going to catch it. And I'm not trying to call the dude a liar, but some of his stories, man, have been a little bit more far-fetched, seem a little bit embellished. You know, when I watched his one about the shoe, he was talking about the Sureños being up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, on Diaz. Come on, man. That's not how the Sureños do their program. No one, even the Norteños, are not going to get up and do roll call till maybe about 5:30. Those are facts. And just some of the other things that he was discussing, man, it just made me question if he's even ever been to the shoe. My understanding, he was sent out of state, so that has to tell me that he had low-level points. Am I saying don't watch his channel? No. Because if there's something that you find in there that's positive, that can influence your life, go ahead. But if you want to believe all the stories that he's telling, man, come on, man, let's keep it 100. There's a lot of things there that just don't add up, man. Okay, next channel. Big Herc. I don't know what to think about this channel, man. I've tried watching some of his channel. He's very soft-spoken. He doesn't carry himself in the fashion of an ex-convict. Just in general, just talking to him, you know, he has the basic knowledge of the basic necessities of how a convict is going to carry himself, and what I mean by necessities, just like, you know, the spreads, the security, those type of things, man. Those are things that are just necessities as an individual that you must have in yourself. But as far as the extreme convict mentality, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's something that doesn't seem to fit when I'm hearing some of his stories. And I'm not saying that about his prison stories, just about maybe his comprehension of that life. You know, I get it. He did a lot of time. You know what I mean? But just because you do time doesn't mean you did time as a convict. And that's the first thing I'm going to question there. Okay. But overall, man, I mean, he does a good job in his interviews, man. I will give him that, man. So I'm in between. I don't know enough about him. And I'm not going to go off all the different speculation and rumors that you hear about the individual and judge him based upon that. But I'm just going to keep it raw and real. I don't know. If there's something you find that can help you value your life, then run with it. Because he is a very intelligent dude, man. He's no dummy. You know, I have caught that. Okay. So see about another channel that I want to address. And these are the ones that kind of just, you know, I don't want to seem like a hater or taking shots, man. But, you know, first and foremost, 1090 Jake. Okay. If you want entertainment and you want to hear about the rap scene and so forth, then go for it, man. Tap into his stuff, man. If you're looking for a positive message, there's nothing there. You know, you're bringing entertainment to the field and you're addressing issues of without a message. You know, I really think that in everything that you do in this, either you got to be upfront that, look, I'm just doing this just for the money. Or you got to sit there and say, look, man, I'm bringing you guys some entertainment. I'm bringing you guys some scenarios and situations. But at the same time, I want you guys to still look at what this life can bring you. You know, I just haven't been impressed, man, with some of the antics that I've seen, man. And, you know, I'm shocked that he has such a subscriber base and views that he gets, man. He'd be peeling them back, man. He'd be doing his thing, you know, on that high level. He found a niche and he's running with it, man. But it's just not for me, personally. That's just my choice, okay? Now, the other individual, man, I'm going to talk about, man, was involved with him. And, you know, same storyline, man, Pino. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to actually interview him, man, because I wanted to question some of his antics that he had, man. And, he has less subscribers in our Convicts Perspective channel, and he was trying to tell me like he does interviews for $200. I'm like, first of all, you ain't worth no $200. No disrespect. Um, you know, my subscriber base is bigger than yours, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to try to work and try to have a, interaction and see where we can go with this, man, and maybe help each other. Um, but in reviewing his channel, I've seen some of the times where he's on there with his strap A, acting a fool and talking smack and getting into arguments and stuff, man. And that's not to say that you know, we haven't experienced that on our channel, but at the same time, man, come on, man. Why are you gonna be pulling out a strap on a video, man? And his antics with 1090 Jake, he accepted accountability in what he did, man. You gotta respect him. He was about that action. He was about that business. He went there, seen 1090 Jake. He dealt with him. You can't call him a punk on that level. You know what I mean? I don't care about the whole Mighty Mouse incident. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know. So you got to give him a pass on that, as well as other issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to judge on other things like that? But there's nothing there's no substance to the content personally for me. There's nothing that's really positive. Would he be someone I'd like to have a conversation to, see what's up there in his mente? Of course, man. That's my stilo, but as a personal channel, I don't see the positive message there, and just, it's just not my get down, man. Other channel, man, that dude Jay Williams from, I think, South Carolina. I've been tapping in his stuff, man, and he got some really good content. I just don't know if his channel is about pushing a positive message or is it about informing people that are going to prison. So some of the videos I see are more of an informative base, so therefore I have a neutral opinion on it, man. Because I would think that in having a YouTube platform, the whole goal and agenda is to prevent people from making those same choices. And if you do, here's what this life's about. Think it through and then do what you do. I'm trying to think of other channels, man. Texas Prison Stories, man. I love his channel. I support the brother Tim Snow, man. He's been doing this for a long time, man. He's very unbiased. He keeps it raw and real. If you support him, he's going to support you. He's been down with us since day one. We haven't seen him tap in for a while, but, he's out there doing his thing, And these are the main prison genre channels that I peeped out, man. I'm pretty sure that there's a couple other ones, man, but like I said, man, it's not me knocking these channels. It's just me giving you Flacco's perspective and views of it. This is what I want. You may want something different when you're watching a channel. You may want the drama. You may want just the war stories. I like the war stories. I like the drama, but I also like the message. There's not one time, excuse me, that I've done a video where I'm not trying to push some type of positive narrative in my spills. I may tell war stories from time to time. I may tell you what that life's about, what I went through and what I did. And that's to give credentials of my experience and the things that I've seen and been through. So you can sit there and say, oh, yeah, you know what? Flacco was in the mix. He was doing his thing. He does know what he's talking about. And then therefore I try to circle around and give that message, And for the YouTube genre channels out there, man, we got to remember, man, I'm pretty sure all of us, man, we're trying to make a little bit of money with what we're doing. There's no issue or qualms about that for me, because we do put a lot of work into this, man. But one thing that you need to know is that there are people out there, what I'm saying, even if you have a 10,000 subscriber base, that are looking at you as I'm not going to say role models, but as people who can guide the people, who can give directions, and they're hanging on to every word that you have. Therefore, when you're on here, you have a responsibility, man, especially as an ex-convict, especially if you have kids watching or teenagers or so forth, man, to sit there and let them know the realities of what this lifestyle is about. Too often people get caught up in one-dimension views. And what I mean by that is they're only focused on how many views or how great their content's going to be or whatnot. And they forget to relay a message of positivity. Anyways, man, these are just a few channels, man. I didn't want to touch on any of the Norteño Sureño channels because I feel like those are all channels that I have some type of association with for the most part. But maybe I'll do another video on that in the future, man. I think that, real talk with Flacco, man. Sometimes I got to come on here and keep it real and not to offend anybody, not to disrespect nobody. These are my views. There's people who don't like my channel. You know what I mean? They think this about me or they think that. You know what I mean? That's their opinion. you know. But you're always gonna have one thing from me. I'm always gonna attempt to promote some type of positive message. I'm always gonna convey something that could be of value to somebody. I'm never gonna try to, you know, force false beliefs into people to commit crimes or to live that life or to be this or to be that. It's always going to be about making the best choice for you to help you and your family. That's the ultimate goal, man. There's nothing at all that is beneficial in the long run when you're taken away from your family and you're sitting in that cell. So think about your actions now today and look for those that can positively influence you to make those right choices. You know, don't go around the ones that want to glamorize it, glorify that, or want that ego of attention. Because those are the same people that are going to get you caught up or going to mislead you down the wrong direction. Anyways, it's your boy Flacco, man. Real talk with Flacco, and I'm spitting it real today, man. This is a topic that needed to be said, man. Because there's a lot of falsehoods. There's a lot of, generic information that sometimes is put out there, man, by some of these channels, man, that actually have big subscriber followings, man, but they were never with that action. And it kind of just mystifies me, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, where the hell were you, man? With a level 1 farm or something? You know what I mean? Come on now. Let's keep it raw and real, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, please hit the like, subscribe. More content for you guys later.